What's going on, guys? Vegas here, and today we are reacting to the first NFL game of the season between the Lions and the Chiefs. Shout out to the Lions for getting the dub. I really like the Lions this season. I really want Dan Campbell to be successful. Like plays like that, him deciding to go for it on their own 17-yard line just to put pressure on the Chiefs. I really like Dan Campbell and what he's trying to establish with the Lions and trying to make this franchise not to be a laughing stock anymore. And I really do like the Lions' game plan. They really try to their best to establish the run game. They had like 34 rushing attempts, and even though they weren't really that effective, they only had like 3.5 yards per carry. Those like big chunk runs that they eventually get do matter a lot, which then set up a good passing play for them to set them up for scores, which was really good. And I really hope that Lions can just build upon that to ease the pressure off of Goff, because the one thing about Goff for me is I feel like if he doesn't get his first two reads, I wish Goff used his legs more like Mahomes, because Mahomes is willing to improvise. He's willing to move around. He's willing to look at all of his receivers, and if he doesn't see his receivers, he'll just take off and start running. I really hope Goff starts doing that. I think most quarterbacks should start doing that, because it really catches defenses hard. And just like that, it's like even Mahomes, he doesn't even look that fast. It's just very effective that he's able to just get those 10-yard runs, which are brutal for teams. And I was on Twitter as well watching this game, and the Chief fans were not happy with their receivers. Another big chunk run play. It's like these runs are what makes Mahomes stand out, and it's not even fast. That's the problem. That's like the thing for me. It's like Mahomes just recognizes just open field and just takes it, and it's 3 yards. And then when he doesn't see the run, he just sees open receivers. Mahomes is just another player. We haven't seen a player like him before, so I understand commentators want to gloss all over him every time he plays, but it is what it is. He's a really good player. So I really hope. I know it's just the first week, and I really thought this was a lot of people thought this game was going to be like a shootout. I didn't really think so. Well, I thought so, just because of who these teams were last year. They were trying to establish the passing game. Their defenses weren't the best, but it seems like both of these teams were trying their best to establish the run. And honestly, it's like mistakes like that are what just kills the Lions, in my opinion. And I'll be honest, I don't think the Lions should have won this game. It's like moments like this. It's like, are you just trying to set yourself up for the field goal? Is why are we doing a wide receiver screen pass on 3rd and 10? And I will also say Mahomes should have been picked off a bunch of times this game, but he just didn't. And even without Chris Jones, Goff just seemed like he was getting pressured all night. There goes Mahomes being Mahomes, just scrambling, getting his receiver's ball. And the reason I said the Lions should have lost this game is because I feel like if the receivers for the Chiefs just caught the ball, they would have at least set themselves up for a position to get more goals, or at least more points. Then the pressure will be on the Lions to at least score as well. Because once the Chiefs gonna score, all the Lions had to do was just keep running the ball. This was actually crazy, by the way. At the very end of the half, quick touchdown. It's the breakdown of the secondary. What the heck happened? We're holding them out the entire time, and they just do a quick touchdown right there. Like moments like this, like I understand Dan Campbell's trying to get something with their offense, get something going with their team, trying to establish something. But what they should have done is just try to get a PI call. Like if you had your two timeouts, you should have just try to throw the ball up to like T Brown, like try to get a PI call. Or if you're trying to get yourself a score, you should have just done that first. Like I'm pretty sure Chiefs fans were mad at that. Right there, that's not even Mahomes' fault. It's like you gotta pass the ball, man. Toney did not have a good game at all. He's not gonna want to look at Twitter. He's not gonna look at anybody. He's just gonna have to look himself in the mirror and like and ask him why you're not catching these balls. He was getting roasted the entire game. Oh my goodness! Like it's like moments like that. It's like you just catch that. It's like moments like that. I feel like the Chiefs had a chance to win this game. I just a disclaimer. I'm not a Chiefs fan. I just don't. I don't want the Chiefs to win in the Super Bowl. So me watching them lose is a plus for me. But if I had to say who would have won this game, I feel like the Chiefs should have won. If, of course, the receivers catch the ball. A quick pass, Pacheco. 3 minutes left in the third quarter, still 14-14. Like these teams are just running the ball, and look at this. That right there, that was insane to me. Like, I think the Lions drafted him. Like I forgot his name, but I watched him in that coverage. He didn't do press coverage. He didn't even touch him. He just got outran. Like okay. Oh, and by the way, I've been looking at Twitter as well. The false start right there. Yeah, and dropping as well. There's a lot of things the Chiefs got away with. They got away with a whole bunch of line of scrimmage calls, false start calls. I really don't understand what the refs were looking at. But like, if the refs are not even gonna call that, then I guess they just not calling it. I guess it's just home cooking for the rest not to call the false starts this game. Wow, just not tackling. And moments like this is like, I wonder if Travis Kelce not being here is a real huge impact for the Chiefs. Because I didn't put any money on this game, but if I were to put money on this game, I was going to pick the Lions. Not for the Lions to say, like, oh my goodness, like, catch the ball. Catch the ball. Like, the only reason I didn't put money on this game is because Travis Kelce went down. The line went down to, like, 4.5. And it's like, I feel like the Chiefs have a chance to win this game if the line is that low. Like at this point, when the line gets to almost basically a field goal, it's basically just a who's gonna win the game. And I feel like the Chiefs should have won this game if the receivers just called the ball. Play action. Right up the middle of the field, and that right there, that boy needs to get his speed up. He knew he was about to get caught, and he's getting pumped up for getting caught like that. Yeah, well-coached Lions receiving core, but definitely not for the Chiefs as well. Montgomery. Good plays, and moments like this is just like their chances with the Lions. They want to establish something. They want to establish something. In moments like this, how do you take the ball out of Mahomes' hands on 3rd and 1? What are you doing? Doing trick plays, and Mahomes looking at like, huh? What are you doing? Boom. I just know what they're doing. Just know what they're doing. 2 minutes right here. It's like the Lions don't have to do anything. Well, I feel like the Lions should have just punted it right there, just because. Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Catch the ball, Toney. Sky Moore and then flag. So ref's been saving the Chiefs. The ref's been all over the place for this game. My goodness. You would think that would get picked off again. Like I said, I feel like Mahomes should have had at least 2 picks this game. At least 2 picks. 2 picks that were from his own doing. Oh, by the way, this is the only all-star ever called on Taylor, by the way. That's crazy. He's just rocking back and forth. Like, what? Catchable. Catchable. I don't care what anyone says. That's catchable. Catchable, 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 catchable.
They just have not made their typical plays from the wide receiver position.
And at this point, we can just run the ball over and over and over again. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. If you guys like content like this, if you guys want to see more content like this, like, comment the video, and I'll give you guys more NFL content. I actually like doing this, so let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.